Welcome back, everybody.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. It's just leave me be. Welcome back to This Is My Bourbon Podcast. I'm your host, Perry. With me, as he always is, it's the co-host. It's Eric, the Whiskey Mutant.
It is me.
Hi, buddy.
Hi.
Are you the problem?
Always.
I am.
It's me.
I admit it. I'm the problem.
As long as we don't have no bad blood.
I can't think of any other songs.
It's okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You belong with your wife, not me.
Every day is a winding road.
That's Sheryl Crow.
Damn it.
Oh, goodness gracious. Hope you all have had a good week. Hope you enjoyed our episode last week with old Jordan Morris. Had a fun time chatting with him. It was nice to go back and listen to it as well. I recorded it in like early December.
I need him in person.
Oh, yes.
Sitting with me having a drink.
Yeah. I would love to sit down and actually have a drink with him. Maybe someday.
Never know.
You never know.
Never know what's going to happen on TIMBP.
You literally don't. But I do know that you can support the show if you do love TIMBP, and I know you do because you're listening to us. You can support the show on Patreon by heading to patreon.com/mybourbonpodcast for as little as $1 a month. For as little as $5 a month, there is so much bonus content over there that you just won't know what to do with yourself.
Really won't.
I mean, like over 100 episodes of pregame chats.
You join right now, you got a ton of stuff to binge.
You'll be good for like a year, if not more.
Yeah.
Bonus episode comes out every Monday. Pregame chats come out every Tuesday, along with the uncut version of the podcast. Unedited, unfiltered. We talk about stuff on the Patreon uncut version that you don't hear on the main
Adult
feed.
stuff.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
We did that for Pop Chicka Wow Wow this week, where we popped the most disappointing 1792 foolproof pick I've ever had.
It's not always the best thing the first time.
Yeah, sometimes, it's just disappointment.
You
got to
eventually get it.
You got to
You learn.
Without failure,
You learn.
you can't grow. And a man who doesn't grow, is he man? Is he man?
He's not happy.
If you give a man
He's not
a
happy.
turtle and say, "Hey man, take turtle, go fish."
Okay.
And fish
Say what?
live under the sea.
You know what we should do?
Let's have a drink, why don't we?
Yeah. Let's have a drink.
Let's have a drink of something.
That you don't know.
Yeah.
This is Flying Blind. We start all the episodes out with something like this. We either do Flying Blind or we do Sips and Snacks. We're going to do both today.
Woo.
Why not?
And we got a cocktail.
And a cocktail and a review.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a review? Not a review? Maybe two?
Maybe two. It's a bit, hey, look.
I didn't even know about this.
Well, there's something came in the mail yesterday.
Something else?
Mm.
I saw something.
Yeah, that's something.
Then what would the second thing be?
These nuts. No, I'm just kidding. I've got an actual second.
You got me. Congratulations. You got me. Close your eyes. Close your eyes.
I'm turning. No, we actually do have two. I'm not looking.
Okay.
We actually do have two reviews to get to this week. But I'm very excited to make you this cocktail. I want April to try it as well. I'm curious what she thinks. That was some glugging coming from that bottle, by the way.
All right. I want you to tell me what you think of this Flying Blind.
It's very light.
Don't judge a book by its color.
Well, I'm using my deductive reasoning to figure out what it could be. Oh, it smells good.
Right?
It smells really good. Yeah. There's a weird note on there, though.
It's kind of a sweetie boy. It's kind of a sweet.
Yeah, it smells a lot like sweet tarts.
Yeah. I like that. It's kind of a sweet candy.
Okay. Well, let's dive in, I suppose.
Not bad.
No, it's perfectly serviceable.
Yeah.
I don't hate it. I don't love it. I enjoy it.
That's better. That's better than what we had on pregame chats.
Pregame chats and flying blind too.
Yeah.
For that matter. I think it's a little teeny tiny bit flat.
Okay, I can see that.
But
I love the nose on this.
Yeah, I do too.
It's
good.
If you're watching, you already saw it. I will say this, we have some glasses here and they were gifts that I got from work. But you don't give somebody whiskey glasses without giving them some whiskey to go in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this bottle is a bottle that I've not had for a very long time. And I was gifted this from work.
Okay.
Employees at work.
Just because or for Christmas?
It was Christmas.
Oh, okay.
It was my Christmas present. And I just opened it. And I was like, wow. I had a little bit last night. And I was like, I got to put this on Fly and Plum because I didn't expect it to be that good.
Yeah.
This is probably they bought it because of the bottle shape.
Okay.
The glug, glug, glug was the reason it sounded that way. This is Willet, the pot still bottle.
No.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Look at that. Yeah.
I'm bumfuzzled.
That's it.
I'm schmeckeldorfed.
Yeah.
You're kidding.
No, I just poured it. They saw me.
That's crazy, dude.
It's not bad.
It really is not.
I don't know how much it is.
Well, daggone, I think like $50 or something.
Okay.
Is this and this is their distillate now too, right?
Yeah. I thought somewhere somebody said they put weeded bourbon in this.
Yeah, there was a period. I think I said it.
Did you?
Yeah, I think you
okay.
might have been watching or listening to something. I did.
Yeah. That's it.
I'm genuinely impressed by that.
It's not bad. People give it shit all the time, but it's not bad. I mean, I've never took a chance on it probably since like a tasting. Or
yeah.
I may have had a bottle way back in the day.
To be fair, like when they switched over to the weeded distillate, like first started putting it in the bottles, it was bad. Like it was not good. This is really quite good.
I like it.
Yeah. Hey, look, tater juice sometimes pulls out for you, huh?
Say that again.
Oh, nope.
One more time.
One and done.
Okay. But
it's the dumbest sentence I've ever said.
Well, you said it.
I did. I don't know what it meant fully, but
I got a sample sent the other day that I just made a 69 and with Whiskey Mutant video on, which I haven't put out yet. But if you're listening or watching, I will have already put out, but you haven't seen it because it hasn't been posted yet. This is like a Matrix thing. Either way,
yeah.
I didn't pair it with Doritos.
Can I say I'm scared?
Spoiler alert, but me and you are going to compare it to Doritos. It's the Doritos liquor.
Yeah.
Good friend of the show and person you can find on Discord.
Fellow podcaster.
That's pretty nice, unlike other people. David, Whiskey Ring Podcast. Whiskey
Relax.
in my wedding ring. What?
Chill.
What? What? I'm just playing. They know.
I know. Oh, boy.
Look at this. Look at the color on this thing. Doesn't look like Doritos at all.
How they do that?
Do they distill Doritos? That's because
Well, I think that's the whole conceit of it, isn't it?
I guess.
Because it's corn.
I don't do research. All right. I had this last night.
Oh, is that my glass?
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Just.
Well,
there's the lid. Set over here so I don't spill it. And let's open some Doritos.
Oh, man.
Let's compare the smell of Doritos to the smell of it first.
Wonderful,
Smells
cheesy,
like
corny. Oh, acrid, vile, disgusting. Makes me want to die.
It smelled so bad.
No, why?
It smells like bad moonshine.
And feet.
All right. Chew it all up. Get the feel of Doritos in your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
You know what Doritos taste like.
Yeah.
Rinse your mouth.
Okay.
Now. Cheers.
I hate this.
The finish, though. The finish, though.
The finish, though.
The finish, though.
No, it's bad.
It's Doritos.
It is Doritos, but it's like vomit Doritos.
No, that's where it's at. The finish. That's where the Dorito taste is.
I mean, I agree with you, but it's also like...
It's not good.
Regurgitated Doritos.
Either way, it tastes like a Dorito burp. You want to do a pour over?
Yes. I guess.
Makes Dorito worse.
Yes, it does.
I gotta save that for something. It doesn't. They don't go good together.
No, that's bad. That's really bad. It makes me sad. It makes me want to throw something. Kind of makes me want to fight.
You can throw something.
I don't want to.
I won't.
You know what I did do last week?
What?
Which we haven't posted it anywhere, and maybe it's just gonna stay between us, or we'll show it on like, I don't know.
We got the video.
I did break my first Glencairn
On purpose.
on purpose. Smashed it with a baseball bat. It was good.
How many Glencairns have you broke not on purpose?
Not a whole lot. Maybe like 3, 4. What about you?
Yeah, a couple. I broke one trying to take a picture of it stacked on donuts. Shattered it in the kitchen.
Did you post that video? Wasn't there a video of it?
Yeah, it was a couple years ago.
Yeah. That sounds like a COVID thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
what purpose was the Doritos liquor for? Some kind of cocktail?
to say they could?
I kind of want a bottle, though. If somebody can get me a full bottle, I'll do cost plus shipping and a Whiskey Mutant sample of some sort.
Yeah.
Just so I can have it.
I just can't believe that is that bad. Like, we were talking on the pregame chats about, like,
Oh, yeah.
how things get through research and development. And eventually somebody's like, good, put it in a bottle. How did that ever pass quality inspection?
Do you think it even had a quality inspection?
I mean, it had to at some point.
You think they just said people are going to
They tried it on, you know what it was? They tried it on mice to make sure it didn't kill them or give them like a third arm.
Tried it on cigarette.
I've been advocating for Doritos liquor for years. And finally, they did it. But who got the cut? Not this guy.
You need a beer?
No, that's for Big Mouse, my other cousin.
Give me a beer.
There he is.
Hey, where'd he go?
Oh.
There's Steamboat Willie.
Oh, Steamboat Willie's back, everybody. Yes.
And his boat.
And his boat. Toot toot. Yeah. Yeah, we kind of forgot about that last week. But that's okay. Last week was last week. And here we are now.
Speaking of last week, though.
Yeah, what you been drinking recently?
I was going to ask you first.
Oh, okay. Well, I have been drinking on a cocktail that I have been experimenting with.
I like some experimentation.
And enjoying, and I wanted to make one for you as well while we were talking about this. So let's get this guy out of the way.
Okay, bye, Willett.
And I will begin making this. I also made it on my live stream last night. If you want to see that, you can do so. But I have been experimenting with a mead cocktail.
Ooh.
I don't remember when the last time you had mead was, but just to kind of
on an episode,
just to give you a little refresher of what
may have been that.
This was one of them that I've had before. Give you a little refresher as to what mead is and tastes like.
It tastes like apple juice that's like got a little bit more sour to it.
It's honey wine.
Honey wine.
Yes. So I have been chilling the glass. Sorry, I'm using my hands. I promised I washed.
Sure you did.
I always wash my hands.
So do I.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I know.
I was taught not. Never mind.
Now, I love mead. I really do. Well, yes, but also mead.
So does Thor.
Thor does indeed love mead. So I've been kind of like changing up how I construct everything.
Yeah.
The crux of it, though.
Oh, look at that little guy.
Little feller.
Oh, there it goes.
I'll just use the one. It'll be fine.
Ooh, raspberry
Yeah.
bitters.
No, simple syrup. Oh,
No,
well, yeah,
that's
that's what you mean. Yeah, you're right. I'm going to do it a little bit differently this time, just out of curiosity. I've been doing 5 dashes of bitters.
5 dashes.
In this case, we're going to do a Wilderness Trail single barrel. I've been doing about 2 ounces or so. Sometimes I'll do 2.5, depends on what I'm using to measure. I do anywhere between a 1/2 ounce, kind of closer to like 3/4 of an ounce of mead. Because that's already so sweet, I'll take the raspberry simple and do just about 1/2 ounce, maybe a little bit less.
Now, if you were going to do this for a party, would you make a whole big batch of it? Okay.
Absolutely. And then about a 1/2 ounce of lemon juice.
Ooh.
Ideally, I would have a shaker for these. The way I've been making it is without a shaker, though, because I don't know where my shaker is at the moment. So instead, we've just been doing them over ice and stirred. And on the live stream last night, Scott Honeycutt, thank you, Scott, came up with the name for it. And this is officially the Kentucky Honey Bear.
The Kentucky Honey Bear.
Yeah.
Nice. While Perry's stirring his, I don't have a lot that I've been drinking on. I had a Sazerac Rye single barrel.
Interesting.
From Goodfellas the other night, which was really good. It was more of it was almost like a blueberry Pop-Tart rye. It was really good. And then when the Bills lost, I had some Latch Creek Barrel Proof. And that's all I'm going to say. Can't wait till next season. Yes.
Hey, they had a great season.
They did. They came back.
Put up a heck of a fight.
Nobody thought they would even make the playoffs. They did. They got to the second game of the playoffs. I'm happy. We'll see what next year brings. Until then, I ain't going to talk about it. But that's all I've had.
Okay.
So now I'm excited to have this.
Well, cheers.
Ooh, that smells good.
Mm-hmm.
This smells like a Disney cocktail.
It kind of is a Disney cocktail.
Ah. That's dangerous.
Uh-huh.
I know that has 2 ounces of that in it, so I'm taking it easy. But that is good.
Yeah.
It's almost like some kind of boozy, like if it was at Disney, it would be like the Small World lemonade or something.
Yeah.
Like that. You know what I mean? I know they don't have a ton of cocktails at Magic Kingdom. They do at some restaurants now.
Yeah.
But it would be like that. It would be something lemonade.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's got that lemon with the raspberry. It's like a raspberry lemonade. But
you know what it probably would be is it would probably be like, and they more than likely. So the reason that I did the raspberry simple too, that was already made, like I just got it at Liquor Barn. You could definitely make it with fresh raspberries and make it into a smash.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it would probably be called something like the Honey Lemonade Smash.
Smash me, Daddy.
At Disney World? That's, yeah.
Smash me, Goofy. Gores.
Was that good for you? Are you there?
That's good.
Yeah, dude. I'm very happy with this Kentucky Honey Bear.
I could see that being you and Lucy are great about having like a batched cocktail at your
We really are.
events.
Yeah.
You know, she always has something. You always have the bottles or whatever. Every time we go, we know there's going to be some kind of batch cocktail. That would be great.
Well, I'm thinking about including this at some point during the meetup weekend.
Yeah.
Too. I think more than likely what I'll do is have it be like when we do our first recording on Thursday night.
Yeah.
For everybody that's there, they get one of these.
Yeah. I'd lower the proof down a little bit.
I've been making them with 101.
Okay, I would do that.
And I think that's
some people
probably
lose their backpacks and things like that. So we don't want to.
We don't want that on the first night.
No. There may have to be a parkour cigarette run. Cigarette
run.
So 101 would be great in this.
And it is. It normally is. I think the bourbon is the higher proof is a little bit overpowering in this instance.
I don't think so. This is good.
But yeah,
so
dude.
I'm gonna make it. If I'm making myself one at home, I'm using
high proof.
Yeah.
I mean, I would.
If you're making a batch for a group of people, yeah, I'd say 101.
Yeah.
Maybe a Russell's 110 at the most.
Sorry. The nice thing about this too is that there's nothing in it that really would go bad or would lose, like if like a fizz
how long
or
is
anything.
Mead good for?
A few weeks, I guess.
Okay.
So, and I mean, you can store it
you
chilled,
definitely
unchilled.
Get the honey.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And that was I wanted to make sure that the honey came through too. What the thing that I really like about this, it's that it's almost like a not hot toddy. Kind of a chilled toddy a little bit.
Cold toddy.
Yeah.
Cold titty. Toddy. What?
Anyway. But talking about things we've been drinking recently.
Yeah, what else you got?
I brought that we tried on the pregame chats that Knob Creek single barrel from 2020 that was just on a shelf at Liquor Barn.
Just hanging out.
Just chilling there. Just having a great time. Popped open that 1792 full proof earlier. Not great. I'm trying to think. I feel like I haven't really done anything super crazy. We hung. If you're listening to this, by the time this episode comes out, my episode of Journey Drinkers that I did with our buddy Masick will be out as well. Where we
was it cold at the igloo that day?
It was cold outside of the igloo.
Warm you up with a little coffee.
Yeah, he made me a latte.
Yeah,
which was so good. Gave me like a diabetic shock from the sugar. He blinded me on something. I blinded him on a couple of things as well. So I don't want to spoil the surprise. We killed a bottle as well.
Ooh.
Every episode that he has, he's trying to kill bottles and like collect them.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I'll bring one to actually kill.
Pour it on the floor.
Yeah, exactly.
I got to figure out what I want to take over there. I'm going to bring him a snacky, a pairing.
Ooh, you should.
Yeah.
So yeah, go check that out.
Yeah.
It's a really fun episode. And it spoils a little something that we've been kind of cooking behind the scenes. But it was such a fresh idea when I recorded that with him that I almost couldn't not talk about it.
Got to double down though.
Well, yeah, I mean now I have to.
Yeah.
Patreon knows about it.
Triple down.
Yeah. Oh boy. That's a that's the double down from KFC.
Hmm?
The triple down is another chicken patty.
And bacon.
And bacon.
Oh, God.
And cheese.
Oh.
And KFC finger looking good sauce.
I died.
And a biscuit.
My Crohn's just died.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exploded.
That's a good thing. Your Crohn's should die.
And
What would you pair with this, by the way?
What I pair with this?
I feel like it needs something not as sweet to counteract some of the sweetness.
Pulled pork sandwich.
Oh.
Like a smoky pulled pork sandwich. Yeah. Savory pork.
Oh, dude.
Like a slider, pork slider.
So that means at the meetup, I'm going to have to smoke some brisket or some pork.
Well, if you make this, I can always do the pork too.
Okay. That
We
works.
can do two. Either way, some pork sliders with this?
Yeah. Oh, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah.
On a Hawaiian roll?
Ah. We'll toast it just a little bit.
I'm telling y'all, this is going to be the year of TIMBP weekend.
This is going to be the year of mead.
The year of mead?
I'm just playing.
I mean, it could be.
No, like TIMBP weekend is going to be on fire.
I'm so excited. The hotel is going to burn to the ground.
Yeah.
And
Fires.
that's not a threat.
Everywhere.
That's a promise.
Everywhere.
Did you ever have those teachers? My band director in middle school had that way about her where she was the sweetest lady.
Wait, band camp?
No.
Oh, okay.
Like school band director.
No, not band camp.
No, never went to band camp.
Missed out.
Well, June 11th, 2016. She had that thing about her where she would get really disappointed in us, but she would smile through it. She'd be like, "No, guys, that was some of the worst crap I've ever heard."
And you're just like, oh,
clearly none of you have practiced. You should give up the instrument right now. Break it over your leg if you feel like you need to. Trumpet players, you know what to do. Anyway, did you ever have anybody like that? No, well, that's nice.
They were just mean.
Yeah, well,
they didn't smile. They just said you suck.
Holler meanness is way different from
Yeah. They said you suck.
Yeah.
Get out of my classroom.
Yeah. Anything from the Simpson family yet?
Working on it.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Okay. Also, this is kind of an update for what's fingers crossed going to happen later in the year. But the Bourbon and Beyond lineup came out the other day.
Matchbox 20, baby.
Dude, I genuinely was excited when I saw Matchbox 20.
That was it for me.
Well, just shut up. This was like the lineup made for me, though.
It's true.
I mean, I'm so excited for. I'm going to go all 4 days. I don't know how much you can do.
Camping?
No.
No.
No, I don't think so.
I'll do something there. I'll
Okay.
be with you sometime.
Yeah. You better be.
I will. It doesn't mean I don't like it.
And that's not a promise. It's a threat.
I just go up to him. I go, guys, I didn't like that music. Get off the stage. And I just smile. No, it's definitely something meant for you.
3 a.m. is one of the worst songs I've ever heard.
We'll see. We'll see what Louder Than Life has to say for me.
I'm going to get you passes for Louder Than Life.
Okay.
You know, now you're going to have to do some like interviewing.
I'll do it.
But I like, if I'm going all 4 days for Bourbon and Beyond, I can't do
I'll
two
interview
festivals.
somebody. I'll do it.
So-
I'll interview Fred Minnick
That would be great, actually.
in my Freddie Minnick mask.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have to know my real name.
Oh, Derek's here.
Derek! No, we'll figure it out. No, I knew you were excited.
Yeah.
I genuinely don't know a ton of people on that lineup. But
I knew so many people.
I
I
want
was
to push
so
you
excited.
around. I will.
I want to push you around.
3 a.m. I must be lonely. Hand me a raincoat.
It's a great song.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm a big Matchbox 20 fan. Like,
Rob Thomas, baby.
dude. Now that's Santana featuring Rob Thomas.
My bad.
Get it right.
Sorry.
Hey, would you like to do a review?
Of course.
Would you like
Just
to
knock all this stuff off?
like a magician, like a really bad magician? Where did it go?
With the power of editing.
Okay, so now we have to actually wait. That's your bottle.
Okay, just a little lemon ball
Yeah.
on there.
Just get this out of the way.
Bam!
Wow,
You like that?
that was impressive.
I don't even know
Where'd
what
the
that is.
smoke come from?
You
Don't say it.
You know.
Bing, Old Forester 1924, and Elijah Craig A124. The barrel proof, by the way. Sorry. Let's go with this guy second. Let's start. Let's start with the Old Forester. 10-year-old bourbon. This is a new mash bill that they have devised. I believe it's like 75,
King of Kentucky?
79, 11, 10.
79, 11,
10-year-old age statement. 100 proof.
This was one of the first, maybe I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
No, it's fine.
Maybe I just missed it, but like I feel like they announced it and then it was on the show. It was in stores.
I saw somebody post like a behind the scenes photo or something, and I was like, oh, well, I guess that's happening. But I don't know if it's limited. I don't know if it's going to come out once or twice a year.
Yeah, I saw two bottles.
It's flown off the shelf.
There was 2 bottles and I didn't get one at one of the stores that I go to.
$115 as well per bottle. This sample came from, speaking of Mosick.
Oh,
Mosick.
Nice. Thank you, Moss. See
He
you at the
had
gym sometime, bro.
He had just bought a bottle of this off of somebody.
I was just talking to our buddy Chris Havens, and we were talking about this, and we both kind of like how we had talked about, we're being a little bit more picky about our spending when it comes to, expensive bottles.
Yeah.
And this is one that I said I probably need to try before I pull the trigger.
Mm-hmm.
And then I thought, you know what would be cool? If releases had like a transparent timeline to where if, like, say this was coming out and they said, we're going to give this to restaurants at the beginning of January.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 weeks later, it's going to come on the shelf. And you were able to go like, okay, well, if they have it, I can try it at the restaurant. And then I can decide when it comes out if I want to buy it. I know that's not a reality, but I just thought that would be cool. All right. I'm excited about this. You surprised me. You didn't say anything about it.
Well, I've had this.
You had it last week, man.
Yeah.
When we were recording.
Yeah, and I forgot. Wait, no, what did we review last week? The 2XO.
Yeah, but I mean, you got this.
Yeah. I've been sitting on this for a week.
You were literally sitting on it.
Yeah, it had to hatch.
It smells like you. Okay, that smells good. Okay.
It is the least Old Forester smelling Old Forester.
It doesn't smell like Old Forester at all.
Which I'm not upset about.
You are not.
I'm not a big Old Forester guy.
Forester fan.
Every now and then a birthday bourbon will hit. 1920 I think is really good. 1910 is all right. The other two.
Which one's finished?
1910.
Yeah.
But
okay,
like their standard, I think 100 proof. The signature is fairly good. The rye is a different thing altogether, though. But as far as like their just kind of general offering, it's not my favorite.
This smells like a cinnamon roll.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Now, one of the things that Mosick and I talk about too on the Journey Drinkers episode is why do Brown-Forman products across the board have the banana note? Because they're not all made in the same place. If they're from the same company, though, what would you anticipate being the connecting factor
Filtering?
Maybe.
I know that Jack Daniels uses their thing.
The Lincoln County process.
But
yes.
I've seen Old Forester put like the charcoal in theirs and stuff too, but I don't know if Woodford does.
My thinking is that they all use the same yeast.
Oh, good point.
I mean, that's yeast can really make or break a whiskey. And I think that for them to all three be in different locations, yet owned by the same company, I think it has to be a proprietary yeast strain that Brown-Forman owns. And they use it throughout some of their different varying distilleries.
That's a very cinnamon roll smelling whiskey. Not heavy on the banana.
No, not at all.
And like you said, it doesn't smell like.
But there is still a little bit of like banana runts note to it. It's not super prominent, but it is there.
Yeah, I still smell cinnamon roll.
No, I do too. All right.
I'm kicking myself for not buying it.
I know, dude.
Oh my God, that finish is so...
It's
desserty.
Really, really full-bodied. And you know what? It's just really good.
Desserty. Oh my...
This is one of the few products where I go, I get the hype. I am the hype.
Okay. This is the most dessert. I could pair this with a bajillion
so many
desserts.
things.
Oh my gosh. That is the most icing forward finish that I have ever had. It is like when you take a cinnamon roll, even like the Pillsbury cinnamon rolls you make at home, and you put them out there and you put the icing on it, and then you have a little bit on the spoon that you were doing it, and you take a straight bite of the icing. That's what this finish is. Yeah. And it is so like just, it does one of the things that I love when whiskeys do is when they take you on a ride and it's like a slow build up. It's like, okay, this is good. Then mid palate, you're like, okay, I get this. There's a little bit of cinnamon. There's a little bit of, oak, a little bit of this. And then all of a sudden it hits you with this finish that's like a straight, like sugar icing finish. Mm-hmm. This is phenomenal.
Yeah.
I'm all into this.
Yeah, I really am too. I can see though, if you're not a sweeter bourbon kind of person.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you don't like desserty bourbons and you want like a dingy, oaky, like funky thing, this is not going to be your thing.
But it is still like very much in and of itself a bourbon.
Oh yeah,
like it's not.
Oh my God, I'm so mad.
I know,
so
dude.
Mad.
I know. As soon as I tried it, I was like, "This was a mistake that I didn't go out and get it."
I'm going to be searching for now.
Yeah. Since we have 2 reviews, I don't want to like rush this too much, but nose, palate, finish, and price.
I can tell you what my score is right now.
Okay.
17.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
You had it all just ready to go?
17.
Okay. Give me a second. Hold on.
I think this is near perfect. The finish is as good as the finish is. It does go away really quick.
Yeah.
And I would love to see what this was at like barrel proof, whatever. That's all like 17, like barely under 20. Like what would the barrel proof of this be?
What do you mean? Like what would it like actually?
Yeah, if it's 100 proof right now, but what, if they...
Oh, I have no idea. I think it would be amazing though.
That's what I'm saying. Like, give me the barrel proof of this and it's 20 out of 20.
Yeah.
Right now, a few little things, but 17 out of 20. I'm okay with 115 at the price on this.
I'm a 15 out of 20.
Okay.
4 on the nose and the palate, 3.5 on the finish, just because it does go away a little bit quickly.
Yeah, it does.
3.5 on the price. 115 is a little bit high.
$100.
I would be probably closer to a 4 if it were at $100. I'm not upset about it being 115, but it is a little bit more, I feel like, than Old Forester Brown-Forman should be charging for it. So yeah, 15 out of 20. It's it really surprised me when I had it that I liked it as much as I did. What's a little and this is a kind of like personal kick, I guess. The fact that it's so not Old Forester is what makes me like it more. But at the same time, like,
it's punk rock, baby.
Yeah,
it's like we're gonna be the not Old Forester.
I would love for all Old Forester to taste like this.
Change every mash bill.
Okay,
start a new line. They can start a new line with this.
Why not? Why not? I don't see any reason not to. It's not like they don't have it.
I am saying right now, I'm gonna get this bottle.
Okay, I'm excited.
I will be getting this bottle. It is the most snacky, desserty bourbon I've had of 2024. I know it's early, but either way, here we go, baby.
And on the other hand, now look, I don't want to judge this too much by its cover.
Is this the lowest?
No, it's not the lowest.
117?
No, it was... Okay, so what we're talking about. Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. A124 is out. We got sent this... I got this in the mail yesterday. I was not anticipating it. I thought we were probably another week or so away from it coming out. It is 119 proof. And the youngest Elijah Craig Barrel Proof ever at 10 years and 9 months old.
Other than the pigs.
I don't count those.
I know.
Like this, the batches.
But there's somebody that would go, no, actually, I had one that was 8 years old. Have you opened this already?
I had a very teeny tiny taste of it last night, but I don't remember anything from it.
Okay.
So, B521 in May of the year 2021 was 118.2 proof. It was still 12 years old, age stated, though, at that time. 10 years, 9 months on this one. On the press release letter that we got, they made sure to draw attention to the age. At 119 proof, A124 will show an age statement of 10 years, 9 months. As a reminder, the age statement represents the youngest barrel in the batch and will vary from edition to edition. So there's a couple things that I glean from this. First of all, the 12-year age statement is not coming back anytime soon.
Yeah.
That's first and foremost.
Right.
However, we don't know what the oldest thing in this is.
Right.
Of course. I mean, that's, unless they all of a sudden decide to break it down Barney style.
All right. Well, let me ask you this. I don't research things, but I do know that the age statement means the youngest thing.
Yeah, which is what I just said.
Right. Is there somebody getting this that doesn't know that?
Yeah, of course there is.
Okay. I just want to know. Is is somebody that reviews tequila, they getting this?
Maybe.
Or is that just saying like, hey, don't judge us by this? They're re-emphasizing. I don't know.
I think they're just covering their bases.
Right.
More than anything. Is there 15, 20, 25-year-old bourbon in here? I mean, maybe
40.
I'd be surprised.
70.
Here's the other thing I want to note on this too. 70.
I'm just playing. It's a joke.
I think this has gone up in price
again
because the MSRP is stated at $75.
What was it before?
I thought it was 60. Sorry, no, just 70.
Maybe right.
Or 65 or something like that. It felt like a price hike to me.
So then the stores are going to charge
More.
Okay.
It doesn't smell bad.
It doesn't smell good.
It smells flat.
I was going to say it smells watered down.
Yep. Which it's not.
It smells like something's hiding what this could be.
Yeah.
It's almost like you're reaching for like that snickerdoodle.
You know what? Sorry. No, I want to take a second and truly appreciate the fact that it is so cool that we get sent
a full bottle
bottles.
Of this. Yeah.
I mean, like it hits me every now and then, and you're actually seeing it in real time. How amazing it is that companies, distilleries, whatever, send us bottles to review.
Well, I think they approve of the honest opinion, whether we rage or rant or whatever, like,
or give glowing remarks too.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, they appreciate the honesty. We're going to say what we feel, and that's just how we do it. And yeah, I appreciate all that.
Going back to it a little bit more, I get a lot of cherry, I get a lot of brown sugar, a lot of cinnamon as well. You know what it is? It is the cookie part of a chocolate chip cookie without the chocolate chips.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, it's the doughy. It's the dough. It's like when you take a spoonful of like some kind of batter, like you just made some stuff.
It's cookie dough.
Yeah, it's cookie dough. It's like
Okay, I'm going back to it. I don't hate it.
No, I never hated it. I think it was just muted. I think I just wanted all those snickerdoodle notes to like hit me in the face, and it's kind of like a mild snickerdoodle. It's a cookie with mild notes.
Yeah. All right. And there's that brown sugar cookie note.
I get it on the finish.
Yeah.
I get a lot of brown sugar, a lot of cookie on the finish. The front is very...
It's flat. It's flat.
Yeah, the front is very just straight up, just a barrel-proof whiskey.
Yeah.
But you get all those notes on the finish. I love that. I mean, I would be curious to see what's in this. What the oldest thing in this.
It doesn't feel like it's too much older than 15 to 17 years, I don't think. It's got the dry, bitter, tannic notes of older aged bourbons, but I'm not upset about it.
I'm not upset.
I just and this is definitely a case too of like I really needed to actually try it before I passed judgment.
Yeah. I'd still buy one.
Yeah. I'm not upset about this. Only thing I wish is that it was just higher proof.
Yeah.
And that's just me being a proof hound,
I think this would be one of the first Elijah Craig barrel proofs that I cooked with.
Oh, dude.
And that's not a bad thing. I'm just saying,
I would love to like see this in a bourbon glaze for like for wings or meat
even
or
some
something.
like a brownie. You put a little bourbon brownie in there.
Yeah.
It's not bad. We've definitely had better, but it's not bad either.
But we've also had worse.
Mm-hmm.
Before the dark times. Before the empire.
Do it. Do it.
Unlimited power.
Do it. Go on. Do it. Do it.
Do it. Yeah, I'm not upset about this. It still kind of feels like Elijah Craig barrel proof, like the batches. But I also think that it's kind of teetering that line between being like the barrel proof Elijah Craig picks and Elijah Craig barrel proof batches.
I can see that.
You know?
Yeah.
Like it's, and you know, conspiracy theory. Like they're giving us those younger Elijah Craig barrel proof picks. They're giving us the younger Elijah Craig barrel proof picks to like condition us for, you know, younger age statements. I don't think that's the case. But I do think that I have at least been given enough time to acclimate to this younger age statement.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite, but I'm not frustrated by it in the way that I was when I first saw the age statement. And you know what part of it too was me thinking, oh, well, they put out a 13-year-old. What's to stop them from putting out a 15-year-old
right.
Elijah Craig, you know? But, you know, so there was that kind of like Christmas morning disappointment. But hey, it's a bourbon business, not a bourbon charity.
Hashtag Bernie.
It's just that quote in a sea of Bernie Sanders support.
Yeah.
That's really funny, actually. All right. Nose, palate, finish, and price. Each category out of 5, final scores out of 20. I didn't fully explain that earlier, but here we are.
You want me to sum it up? 3s across the board. 12 out of 20. I think that it smells good. It tastes good. It's priced good. It finishes good. There's been better. There's been worse. It's better than most things, but not as good as most things. If that makes sense.
Yeah, okay. I am at a 14 out of 20.
Okay.
Right? Nose is a 3.5. Palate is a 3. Finish is a 4. Wait, did I do the math right? Oh, yeah, and the price is a 4.
3.5.
3.
3.5 plus 3 plus
4.
4.
And 4.
Plus 4.
So that's 13.5, isn't it?
14.5.
Oh, 14.5.
Yeah.
Oh, dang. Okay. I still think it's a great price for Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. Or for a barrel proof bourbon in general. It's you're not going to see it too much anymore at this price. You're probably going to see it closer to 100. Unfortunately. But you know, it is what it is. I'm not too frustrated with it being that price. It's still a great value. I really think it is. Even at a lower age statement, I think that there is still a lot to be excited about.
Right.
With an Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. So, is this for the regular Elijah Craig Barrel Proof drinker? I don't think so. But I don't think that it doesn't have its place. I think that for people who are kind of trying to get into barrel proof bourbons, this is a much more approachable,
I would say, yeah, that's a good way to
bourbon.
Put it. Yeah.
But I don't know if that it's that argument between like value and quality, I guess. You know.
I'm just gonna say, judge it for yourself.
Well, you wanted me to make sure that I remembered to ask you this question.
Yeah.
Would you buy multiple bottles of this?
I'd buy one.
Okay.
If I saw it,
I believe that at your 12 out of.
Yeah. If I saw it and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna get another Elijah Craig Barrel Proof for a few months, I would get it
Did you say 3s across the board?
What, 4 times 3?
Yeah, that's 12.
Yeah.
I thought for a second you said 3.5 out of...
No, 3 across the board.
Okay, yeah, then that's 12.
No, I buy a bottle of this. If I saw it was available at my local store and normal price, I would buy one of these. Just for the fact to compare it to other things, maybe to cook with it, just to have it, I would. I would probably not buy multiple bottles.
Yeah. I wonder what the laser code is.
69420 A124.
Oh, I forgot. I can't read.
I got it.
Anyway, we got a barrel ring this week.
Oh, yeah.
This is the segment of the show that you can actually participate in. You can text or call and leave us a voicemail at 859-428-8253. 859-428-8253. We have to do this before I leave today. We have to record the outgoing voice message.
Oh, okay.
So people know that they're calling the TIMBP
We can do
line. Okay. Because I've been saying it for like months now.
We got this.
Anyway. Of course, the barrel ring king himself has called in.
What's up, boys? Your buddy Bill just got done working out at the Planet Fitness. About ready to go get me something to drink at the Panera Bread. Neither are sponsors of this podcast. We should really change that.
Could be.
I gotta tell you though, today's workout, it was a rough one, man. I was exhausted, wanted to quit, but I didn't. I kept going. Thought about fighting Eric, and it was
Bring it.
It was a pain in the ass, but I got it done. So I don't know where. I mean, I learned from my parents the whole bread and the cookie thing, because a lot of times we'd get a lot of cookies and we just wouldn't eat them all, and they would get a little hard. So to freshen them up, you throw a slice of bread in there, and that
I did not know.
Even to freshen them up a little bit. I'm sure you could do it with other things too.
I don't know.
Like if you back in the day, if you dropped your cell phone in water, you're supposed to throw it in rice, and the rice would absorb the water. Who knows? Anyway, so that's kind of where that came from. I need to get my parkour going, hardcore parkour for TIMBP Weekend 2024, baby.
Baby.
There's that too. Anywho, so a little bit of a brain buster. This is a shout out to my boy Don Nishida. But why does Hawaii have interstates? Like, have you ever driven to Hawaii? I mean, if you have, please let me know. That'd be super sweet. But yeah, kind of weird, right? Because an interstate goes in between states. Anywho, that's it for me. Next week I'm going to be in Tennessee. So maybe I'll give you guys a call from there. All right, see you later, boys. Peace out. Oh, hey, Jared, by the way, he didn't record the intro, so I have no idea if this is actually bell rings or if I'm just calling Snoopy at this point. Who knows? All right, bye, guys.
Snoopy. The Ireland.
He's right, though.
The Ireland thing.
Well, certainly you could. It's interstate. Is it? Wait. Okay. All right.
What?
I was an English major, and I don't remember linguistics.
Through the state? Like
through see, that's what I was thinking initially. But I think it's got to be like to technically be considered an interstate, INTER state. It's got to go through multiple states, right? So instead of it being an interstate in Hawaii, it should be a highway.
I guess so.
Right?
Ooh, interstate in Hawaii. H1, H2, and H3. Hawaii has 3 major interstate highways.
H1 is that just on the Big Island, though?
H1 runs from Honolulu through Central. Ooh.
That's okay.
Ron's going to kill me.
That's all right. Could you get on mic a little bit more, please?
I felt like I was a student and you were a teacher.
I also studied to become a teacher.
4 interstates, H1, H2, H3,
I didn't
and
cut any of that audio, by
One
the
of
way.
them, blah, blah, blah. H1 runs from Honolulu through Central Oahu. O-A-H.
Oahu.
Okay.
Oahu.
So there is interstates, and it runs through different...
Yeah, so the point is, like, why wouldn't they just call them highways? Why do they have to be interstates?
I don't know. Why don't they call? Why do they
I
call
like the
parkway?
notion. I like
why
the,
do they call parkways and driveways and you park?
Yeah, we
in
talked
a
about that already.
Yeah,
I like the notion though that like the question, why do they have interstates, is like they don't have cars.
They don't have cars.
They don't
in
have
Hawaii?
to get anyway. But that's what I'm saying. Like that's
They
what
fly
that
over
sounds like.
They fly with Nimbus clouds.
I wish, man.
Yeah,
Dude. Okay. Do you know about the Dragon Ball science exhibit in Japan?
I don't think so.
Would you like to see it?
Yeah,
Because
it's coming to America.
No,
Oh,
it's crazy. So they've got like, different things you can go and get your picture in front of. They've got like
do
Goku's.
they have a hyperbolic time chamber there?
No,
Zero gravity room?
I don't think so.
What the? What
But
the heck
you can
is
go and
this,
like
then?
get your.
You can take a picture on a cloud.
I mean, that's pretty cool. We can't
I
talk
did
about the
that.
Nimbus cloud, and
I already did that.
you can launch.
Comic-Con.
You can launch a Kamehameha.
I did that at Comic-Con.
Okay.
If they ain't no zero gravity rooms or hyperbolic time chambers, I'm out.
That's real. You can go and see Android 18 at this exhibit. And she's interactive, bro.
You've killed me.
She'll like follow you. And what, like, it's like AI. She doesn't come out of the pod or anything, but.
You've killed me.
But like you go up to, look at this. This is crazy. You go up to the.
I've seen this video before.
No, you haven't.
Yes,
Shut
I
up.
have.
Shut up.
I've seen that video before.
Okay, so you go up to like the Android 18 sleep pod or whatever,
Yeah.
and she's literally in there,
I see
and like
her.
she reacts to. Shut up. This is not. I'm not being weird. I'm just like, this is so cool that they did this. You made it weird.
That's you. Right there. That's you right there.
High proof hot takes.
I have so many, but I'm not going to say them.
Why?
Cause
It's the segment for it.
because
I got one. It's okay to be wrong.
that's true.
Learn from your mistakes. Grow. Sometimes you have hot takes that aren't great.
Well,
Shoot.
sometimes you don't have to apologize for everything either.
That's fine too.
Yeah.
But also, it's okay to see a teachable moment for yourself.
Don't be a jerk. That's all I want to say.
Tips and bits.
Tips and bits.
I brought you a comic book.
You did. I like how you just dropped the glass. You're like, I brought you a comic book. And I can't wait to read it.
I'm excited for you to read it.
I can't wait.
I hate that. So it's Ultimate Spider-Man #1, the new run of Ultimate Spider-Man, where Peter Parker. Do you know anything about it? Did I talk about it a little bit last week?
Yeah, it starts when he's older.
Yeah. So he doesn't get bit by the spider when he's a teenager. And instead, he gets his powers when he's an adult and married to Mary Jane, and he's got kids. And it's I'm really excited for you to read
wait.
this. I got an issue. I got a copy of it a couple weeks ago on the day that it came out. I had bought it digitally already because I was so excited to read it, and like I stayed up until midnight so I could, read through it first, and then I went to my local comic book store and went in to go get a physical copy because I wanted to have,
They said we don't have one.
Well,
but we do.
Well, I walked to where it would have been displayed normally, and there was nothing there. And I was like, "Hey, did you guys sell out?" And the lady who was working the register goes, "This sounds really weird, but if you want this copy of it, it's free." I was like, "What do you mean it's free?" And she was like, "Well, we got a few of these, but they came with a defect. It was like a little bit of a rip on the cover, and it went through to a few pages as well." She was like, they tell us to just throw them away if we get them like this. And I was like, well, I mean, as long as it's okay by you, I'll be happy to do it. But yeah, it's different. It's very different. It's very cool and
I'm
fun.
okay with different.
I'm such a big Spider-Man fan anyway.
Yeah.
That I didn't mind if I had a ripped copy. And I wanted you to have one as well because look, I'm all about giving, man.
You are.
I'm a giver.
You're always a giver.
I'm a giver.
You're a giver.
I feel like I had something else I was going to talk about, and now I can't think of it.
I watched a little One Piece special on Netflix.
Okay.
It's called Monsters.
Is it new?
Yeah, just came out.
Okay.
Just came out. It's called Monsters, and I need to pull up the actual full title because I think it's going to be almost like a series and it's called Monsters, and then you see like a 30-minute episode about somebody that was mentioned in One Piece that never got their own episode. This one is like Monsters, like 1,000 Dragon Slayer thing. Either way.
Interesting.
It takes place in the One Piece universe, but it's like hundreds of years before One Piece, and it goes over this samurai that could slay dragons, and it's his sword that Zoro in our current One Piece got. So it shows the man behind the sword, the legendary swordsman. It's like 30 minutes. It's animated beautifully. The soundtrack is great. I thought it was great. It's just a 30-minute One Piece like backstory. You wouldn't even know it's One Piece until right at the end when it shows Zoro with the sword.
Cool.
Spoiler alert. But it's great. I love that. WWE, I think right now, if you're not watching, Cody Rhodes, CM Punk going back and forth is some of the best wrestling things lately. And I'm so excited because Monday Night Raw will be in Lexington in a few weeks. And I'm hoping we get a good Cody and Punk moment. This will be post Royal Rumble, which comes out this weekend. It will already happen before the episode's released. But either way, it's fun time in wrestling right now. I recommend it, especially if you kind of broke off, you were kind of bored with it, but now you're back because of Punk. They're doing great stuff. Love it. That's all I got.
Okay. I'm trying to think. I rewatched No Way Home the other day as well. I hadn't seen it in a minute, and man, it's fun.
It is fun.
It's just a fun Marvel movie.
It is.
But also there's a Marvel movie coming out next week from Sony Pictures. Well, hold on.
You can go to patreon.com/mybourbonpodcast. For a little $1 a month. You can support the show. At $5, you get all the bonus content.
Just keep going.
You can look up what's coming up. I mean, how do you feel?
I was thinking...
Give your first reaction before you've even watched it. What do you think's going to happen?
Oh, I think it's going to be bad.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's why I wanted to see if we could set up doing the thing that we never did with Morbius.
Oh, my God. The in theater.
In theater recording. Just do it on our phones.
We should try.
We really should.
It's Morbin time. If you want to get Morbius, you can go to patreon.com/mybourbonpodcast for as little as $1 a month. You can support the show at $5. You got all the bonus stuff. You get all the bonus episodes. You get this episode you're listening to right now uncut. You get all the first notices, all the first chances to get stuff. It's just the best. Patreon.com/mybourbonpodcast. If you want to get some merch, you can go to bourbonshop.threadless.com.
Oh, I thought it was coming out like next week. It's coming out on Valentine's Day.
Oh, that's horrible. Somebody's going to get
we got time
up on that day.
We got time to plan then.
Yeah, you can, if you want to get broken up with, take your date to see Madam Webb. If you want to send us an email, you can send an email to thisismybourbonshop@gmail.com. If you want to follow us on all social media, you can follow me at Whiskey Mutant. You can follow Perry at PRitter1792. You can follow the show as a whole at My Bourbon Pod. You can go to Facebook.com. We have a group there. It's This Is My Bourbon Podcast Facebook group. Answer some questions. We'll put you in there. We also have a Discord, which you have to be part of the Patreon to join that, but go there if you want to. And then we have a P.O. Box, which I haven't memorized the address. Perry, tell them where the P.O. Box is.
P.O. Box 22609 Lexington, Kentucky, 40522.
Send us samples, send us bottles, send us anything there. We don't care. And then go to youtube.com/mybourbonpodcast, or This Is My Bourbon Podcast. Look it up. You can get this episode video versioned if you're not watching or just listening. Perry goes live every Thursday night. And then you should go on there, like, comment, subscribe. You should subscribe to the show if you're listening. Maybe you just got a little...
Leave us a review. We haven't had a
review. It has been stuff.
It's
been what to do.
Almost a year since we've had a review.
Somebody leave a review, and not the people who always leave barrel rings. I want to hear a random person, somebody from, let's say, Texas. If you're listening and you're from Texas, leave a review. And you can tell me how wrong I am about Texas whiskey. Otherwise, if you're from any other state, you leave a review too. Just leave reviews. Do it.
You know what we should do?
What?
Sometime. We should do a dramatic reading of our worst reviews for Patreon.
That would be fun. I would like to
put some sappy music behind it.
I would like to compare a review from the beginning and to the most recent. That would be fun. See what people say.
Yeah.
Either way, that's an episode.
That's it.
Cocktails, reviews, pairings. I mean,
it's got everything. See y'all next week. I don't know what we're doing next week. Don't do this. Don't.
Stop.
Just stop it. You didn't have little siblings. This is exactly what it's like. See y'all next week. Until then, I'm Perry. And this is my podcast.
I'm Eric.
Gotcha. You broke it.